predictions. It's been a couple of weeks since the last one of these from me. You guys know I took a 2-week break from everything, not just the series, but everything. But we are back, and that includes NFL weekly predictions. This video is going up on a Friday, so I've already missed a Thursday night's football game, but I did mention it in my live stream yesterday. I just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to everybody that's been in the live streams. We have been going live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We will be going live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This week was the first week back to that, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned into the live streams, and so I wanted to give a quick shout out to them, and also plug the fact that we are back doing live streams. So if you're a fan of ASMR gaming, ASMR sports, I highly recommend you subscribe to this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you hit that like button before you sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's video. So, in that live stream, I did say that I was taking the Steelers, and wow, I should have known better. This was the classic Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is a Hall of Famer, by the way. He's going into the Hall of Fame. There's no doubt in my mind, which is an insane statement to say. Like, he's got a Super Bowl. I believe he won Super Bowl MVP. He's become kind of a journeyman in his later years, and kind of a meme because it's Joe Fly. Like, he keeps getting passed around. He's played for now 3 teams in the AFC North, I believe. Yeah, this is his this is his 3rd team in the AFC North. So it's just wild that he's still able to just like sling it at his age. Of course, on the other side, you have Aaron Rodgers as well, which I'm fairly certain this is going to be Aaron Rodgers last year. It just seems like he can't keep doing this, and I think he's been very vocal about like taking a step away from the game and just like going into seclusion. They talked about it during the broadcast last night. I wouldn't imagine that he's going to be doing this much longer. The Steelers are 4-2 though, so I mean maybe he's looking for one last playoff run before he goes out into the sunset. But yeah, I had the Steelers last night, and I should have known better to bet against the Hall of Famer. Well, they're both Hall of Famers, but are they both Hall of Famers? Yeah. Surely. If Joe Flacco is going in the Hall of Fame, you gotta put Aaron Rodgers in the Hall of Fame as well, I would guess. I mean, they're both like way up there, and I feel like Aaron Rodgers has a lot of the accolades, and yeah, they both do. I would say there's definitely a case for both of them. Anyways, yeah, I took the Steelers. I'm gonna be completely honest. I took the Steelers, so I'm 0-1 already to start the week. I'm not gonna talk about whatever last predictions I made because that was just so long ago. It wouldn't make any sense to talk about it, to do like a recap. But next up we have the Rams and the Jaguars, and while the Jaguars are kind of trending up, I feel like they're 4-2 now. I think I'm still just gonna back the Rams. The Rams are just more of a complete team in my opinion. Where the Rams at? Here we go. 4-2 as well. Wow, the NFC West is all 4-2. The 49ers are 4-2. Not for long. We'll talk about that later. We're gonna take the Rams here. Rams over the Jags. Although I just realized Puka is hurt. Ooh. Maybe I take the Jags here. You know what? I'm going to take the underdog here. Very rarely do you get to take underdogs. Or very rarely do you have the what's the word I'm looking for? The hunch or the cojones, the intestinal fortitude to take an underdog. I think this is a good underdog spot. Given the fact that the Rams don't have Buccaneers, he's just such a focus use of that offense, it kind of leaves a big question on how they'll look in this game. So I'm going to take the Jags. I'm going to kind of fade the unknown that is going to be the Rams this week. I'm assuming Buccaneers is out. I don't really remember if he's out or not, but I know he's banged up. He's hurt. I think there was either talks about him being out for at least this week or multiple weeks. I don't know. Next up, we have the Bears and the Saints. I'm going to take the Bears here. I mean, 96%. I'm in very, very big majority here, but with the Saints being just like so bad, I don't know. The Saints are awful, man. I feel bad for Saints fans at this point. They have less to look forward to than the Panthers, I would say. In the NFC South, I would say that they are in the most shambles. The Panthers absolutely beat the crap out of us, the Falcons. I'm a Falcons fan, for those that don't know. And, I mean, the Saints very well could, too. I feel like the NFC South is, like, usually up for grabs when it comes to, like, who beats who. But, man, there was a lot of Saints fans, or a handful of Saints fans on our cruise, and I wanted to say something to him, because he had a Drew Brees jersey on, and I was like, bro, I bet you miss him. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't want him to, like, think I was being a dick or anything. But I mean, that's true. I feel like the Saints have just been on a steady decline ever since Drew Brees moved on, and it sucks. I'm hopeful that Michael Penix is going to be the next guy. I've gone out on a limb to say, like, Michael Penix could be a bigger Falcon than Matt Ryan, which is crazy to say because Matt Ryan is a literal MVP. That's how I view Penix. Like, he's that good. I think given time, given reps, I think he'll be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's got the raw talent. I think he just needs to get the reps. But man, the Saints, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the answer is. They gotta get a quarterback though. They just have to. Next up we have, so I'm taking the Bears. I mean, Saints until they get a quarterback, or until I don't know. They'll probably end up firing their coach or something, or I don't know. Anyways, we got Dolphins, Browns here, and the battle of 1 and 5. I'm actually going to take the Browns. I think the Browns take this game. I think Mike McDaniels is on his way out, and this could be the final nail in the coffin. Of course, who was it that the Dolphins beat? I can't remember. They beat a really good team, and everybody was saying, oh, Mike McDaniels has just extended his time. Was it the Bills? Did they beat the Bills before? Who did they beat? I can't remember. The Chiefs? No. The Eagles. Was it the Eagles? It might have been the Eagles. Yeah, if they lose to the Browns, I mean, I feel like you gotta fire them. I think the Miami Dolphins probably need to go into a little bit of a rebuild mode. They've lost Tyreek now. I feel like they do put up a bunch of points. I mean, they average 22.3 points a game, but I don't know. It's just not working. They need to reset. I feel like the longer teams delay like a reset, the longer, the worse it is. Like, I feel like the Saints have fully embraced their rebuild. I feel like the Titans shouldn't have drafted Cam Ward. They should have gone with somebody to help build out the rest of their roster. absolutely nobody, you can't draft a quarterback because that quarterback is going to be left with absolutely nobody still. At least that's how I view it. Anyways, I'm kind of going on a little bit of a tangent here. Give me the Browns in this game. Next up, we have Chiefs and Raiders, and Chiefs are getting Rashee Rice back. Obviously, 97% on the Chiefs. Geno Smith has been awful. This year. Throwing almost, I think, more picks than touchdowns. Bowers has been out for like 3 weeks now. Yeah, I think this is a clear win here. Obviously, 97%. There's been a lot of talks about, Kamara getting traded, but I think that he's kind of put an end to all that. He's going to be a Saint for life. He does not want to move. He does not want to be traded. Maybe the Chiefs end up going after Breece Hall. I don't know. I was in the camp of Kamara was the like prototypical Chief running back. And that's not going to happen now. So, still, give me the Chiefs in this game in an obvious win spot. I don't want to say obvious win spot because that's like the famous last words, but I just don't have very much hope for a Brock Bowers-less Raiders team. Anyways, we got Eagles-Vikings next. Why do I want to go Vikings here, honestly? Why do I want to go Vikings? The Eagles are just not looking too hot. It's looking kind of dark for them. Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings. Here. I'm gonna take yet another underdog at home. I love taking home underdogs, by the way. We're gonna really see. I mean, I said something early on in the season about Jalen Hurts being an elite quarterback. And man, it's becoming more and more difficult to defend him. As much as I love who he is as a player, or as a person, and really as a player when he's doing good. I mean, I feel like a locked-in Jalen Hurts is probably just like your dream quarterback. I mean, the dude is a freak of nature, and if he's accurate and making good reads, you combine that with his like physical frame and just like rushing ability, and you cannot be stopped. But what he's shown this year is just not good. It's just not very good. This is a very, very pivotal point. I feel like he's got to have a performance where he kind of like reminds everybody, like, hey, I'm Jalen Hurts, kind of deal. Like, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. The sentiment is becoming increasingly more negative towards him. And I feel like he needs to put an end to that. And this would be a really good game to do it on the road against the Vikings. Vikings are in their division, right? No. They're not even in the same. Yeah, okay. NFC East. NFC North. Yeah, I'm tripping. This would be a really good spot for him to kind of capture the hearts of football fans again. Next up, we have Panthers and Jets. Jets are 0-6. Dude, the Jets, like, forget that they have to play football in the first half. Like, every week. It's crazy. Call me crazy, though. I'm going to take the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets to get their first win. I'm sure Panthers fans are going to hate me for that. And it's not just me. I forgot they lost Garrett Wilson. Give me the Panthers. Never mind. Yeah, give me the Panthers. Stephon Diggs is just not, he's old. He's older. I won't say he's like incredibly old. He's football old. Heck, he's like a year older than me. So, and I'm sure. I think he's a year older. I think he's 32. But yeah, give me the Patriots in this. I think that it's going to mean a lot to Vrabel, because, man, obviously he wasn't the problem in Tennessee. They did get their first win, so they got their first taste of victory last week. The Titans did, but yeah, I would imagine this spread is probably like 8.5, 7.5, probably a hefty spread. And I would definitely take it. All right, Giants and Broncos. No Malik Neighbors. Man, I feel like this is gonna be a really good game. I don't know why this is 86-14%. Oh man. Obviously Dart. Okay, so if Dart is out, then obviously we're going Broncos here. I believe Dart has been on the sidelines with like, or questionable with like a neck injury, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe it's concussion. If he's out, then this is a no-brainer for me. It's Broncos. Yeah, I feel like I don't even need to talk about this much longer. I love this duo that New York has now with Jackson Dart and Scatabo. That is an elite duo moving forward. You have a foundation for an offense now. And with Malik Neighbors, dude, they have a good offense. They have the pieces of a good offense. Their defense, their front seven is like one of the best in football. They just need, honestly, I still don't think their coaching staff is the right coaching staff, to be honest. They just need a couple more pieces, and they're gonna be back. Give me the Broncos though. Colts, Chargers. Bro, I keep wanting to take home underdogs. I'm gonna take the Colts though. I mean, I feel like there's no home field advantage for the Chargers. They LA teams are pretty fickle when it comes to their fan base. Give me the Colts. Danny Dimes, man. Danny Dimes. He is him. Packers, Cardinals. 3-1-1. Yeah, give me the Packers. I'm cool with taking the Packers. I don't know if Kyler Murray's going to play or not. I don't even think that matters, really. I think the Packers are just more of a complete team. If I had to guess, I bet Kyler Murray sits because he doesn't want to play against Micah Parsons. He doesn't want to be scared for his life. And then next up we got Commanders and Cowboys. Wow, this is pretty split even. That's actually kind of surprising. The best offense and the worst defense in the NFL going up against the Commanders. I'll tell you what I do like Jaden Daniels in this game to have a lot of points, a lot of fantasy points. For any Jaden Daniels owners out there, you're going to have a good week this week, I would have to guess. Commanders, Cowboys. You know what? I'm going to say Cowboys. Get a win here over the Commanders. It might be foolish. Of me. Commanders are dealing with a lot of injuries. I don't think McLaurin or Deebo Samuel are playing this week. You take away all their receivers, I feel like the Cowboys are the healthier team, which is crazy because they've had, CeeDee Lamb's been on IR Panthers have what it takes to keep up with that offense with the injuries that they have? That is the question. I'm saying no, and so I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys. 30% is crazy. 30% is crazy. I'm taking the Falcons. I have to. I just have to. Man, am I so proud of this team. I literally don't care what happens for the rest of the year. What I've seen in the first 6 weeks, if you take out the outlier game against the Panthers, is so overwhelmingly positive that I'm excited for the future of this team. Our first round picks, Jalen Walker and James Pierce, love what they're doing. I feel like behind their production and like our secondary is looking great. Our linebackers are insanely underrated. Our defense, this is like the most excited I've been for Falcons defense possibly ever. And then, like I said about Penix earlier, I'm really high on Penix. I think it's just a matter of time before he just gets the reps and just really becomes a great NFL quarterback. Good age terribly. Don't care. He's my guy. And then Bijan, oh my god, Bijan and Drake London combining for like 400. I don't know. I can't remember how many. Like, the two of them definitely combined for like 300 all-purpose yards, I think. Last week. If not 300, it was just below 300. Man, I'm really just excited for the Falcons moving forward. I don't like two things I don't like. I would be over the moon if we didn't have Kirk Cousins' contract. We should have never drafted Kirk Cousins. We should have just started Penix as a rookie and just let him develop. If we thought he was the guy enough to take him 8th overall or 9th overall whenever we took him, then we should have just stuck by that idea. And now we have this massive contract on our books, which is going to hinder us in free agency for the next like 2.5 years, the rest of this year, and I think 2 more years after this. And then another thing I don't like is not having a first round pick next year, but James Pierce looking like the best pass rusher in that class. And that's including Abdul Carter. As far as pressure rates, he's got the #1 pressure rate amongst NFL rookies, which is great. I'm not saying that he's better than Abdul Carter. I'm just stating the fact of he's got a higher pressure rate. So obviously it wasn't a waste to do that. I just don't like not having the first round pick is all. Alright, next up we have Bucks and Lions. Give me the Lions. I'm tired of hearing about this Bucks team. I'm tired of it. 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 Give me the Lions, please. I hope Jahmyr Gibbs goes for 400 yards. And not just because I have him in fantasy. I just really like Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, give me the Lions in this game. Wow, we have another doubleheader Monday night game. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Man, I like I said, Baker Mayfield. I think the exact comment was in the same video. In the same video, I said that Baker Mayfield was on a Linsanity run and that Jalen Hurts was an elite quarterback. I said that in the same video, and somebody pointed that out in a comment. I'm walking back my Jalen Hurts as an elite quarterback. I am not walking back the Linsanity run of Baker Mayfield. Not doing it. Not doing it. Give me the Lions in this game. The fall off is coming. I just know it. have Texans and Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks. I feel like the Texans, they have 12.2 points a game. I need to see who the Texans have played. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up right this second because I want to know who they have played. My guess is it's a lot of really bad offenses. If they've played the Jets. Have they played the Jets? Let me see. Hold on, it's loading. Loading. It's loading. Man, everything's been loading so slow for me today. Is it just not going to load? There we go. They've played the Ravens, who have been awful offensively. They've played the Titans, who put up 0 points. They gave up 17 to the Jags. They gave up 20 to the Bucks. And 14 to the Rams. So, I mean, they've played some decent offenses. Give me the Seahawks, though. Give me the Seahawks in this game. I think this is probably the best offense they've played thus far. I guess it's comparable to the Bucks, points per game wise. But yeah, give me the Seahawks. I really like the Seahawks. But that's gonna do